Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Talking Nerdy. This is your host, Justin and Colby. We need to come up with some nicknames.
We do.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the World of Warcraft
Slayer.
World of Warcraft Slayer, and you're not the Prom Ross anymore because you don't have enough hair there.
No, it's all shaven off.
Maybe like
Juice.
call you like Russ. Like
Russ. Little Russ.
Little Russ.
There we go.
Dangerous.
I don't even like Russell anymore.
I'm dangerous.
He's going to get benched at some
You're
point.
dangerous.
Dangerous. Danger J.
And I can be like little because I want to show everyone that I love.
Let's not go with that one.
No, I'm just kidding.
We'll have to come up with some nicknames. Maybe let us know down below what our nickname should be. But today, we're going to talk about Ahsoka. Ahsoka just wrapped up season finale.
I'm not calling it Ashoka anymore.
I still stand by what I said in one of the videos. And maybe I didn't say this, but honestly, if you haven't seen Ahsoka and you're going to watch it, just watch episode 1, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Skip the other ones. It's all filler.
Yeah. Yeah, 1, you get a little bit of background, and then 6, 7, 8's finally. They should have done 8 episodes. That was way too many.
Yeah, just give us 4.
4, 6. I think 6 would have been.
Yeah,
I would have been a lot happier with 6. 8 would dragged on for sure. Dragged on, and it took a while to get into it, which is part of the issue. I think we had.
It was a slow burn.
We stopped at like episode 3 or 4, I believe, and just kind of like
we're both burnt out. Yeah.
What the heck is this crap?
Yeah.
And then
looks so promising.
And we watched that video that you showed me. Whatever his name was, I forget, but he pointed some things out, and it really turned me off from that show. So
yeah, pointed out all the negatives about the show.
And then I kept watching the show after with the same view, and it definitely got better.
It did get better
as it went on.
Yeah, honestly, the first episode, there was a lot of hype around the show. Ahsoka's such a cool character. You get to see her in Clone Wars, and it was cool to see her like get her own standalone show. Very let down right off the bat. Absolutely. With Sabina and everything. There was just a lot of like inner character feelings, relationship
Lover
building,
quarrels. I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't fit. It wasn't entertaining to watch. And yeah, we were both getting burnt out of it.
It was just awkward middle school romance.
Yeah, it was like that. Have you ever seen Degrassi? I haven't. It's kind of like that, though.
You would watch that, though.
That's where Drake came from.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, man. He was a Crip. So, yeah. I mean, the show's a slow burn. But honestly, the saving grace, episode 6, picks up the torch, starts to get interesting. Mm-hmm. At that point, I was still kind of like, where is it going to take me? Is it just going to let me down again? Because I feel like the show at this point was just a letdown. Mm-hmm. It gets good, man. Ahsoka, like, pretty much. Okay, so the short summary of this, and you probably already know this by now, but essentially Ahsoka and Sabine, her Padawan, Ahsoka is looking for the star map because she knows that the witch is after it, Morgan, so she ends up finding it first. Her Padawan ends up giving the star map to the bad guys, and then the whole reason why they want that is because this General Thrawn got banished with their friend Ezra a while back, but the presence of him back would create war.
Yep.
And so, long story short, episodes 1 through 5 is just them fumbling around with the star map.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just finding the star map the whole time when they...
Yeah, and then they're meeting up with Morgan and, I feel bad. Baylan. Yeah.
Baylan.
Oh, he's such a good character.
I like Baylan.
Baylan's good. But yeah, their interactions with them and whatnot, you honestly can just skip it. The short story is they end up with the star map, the bad guys, and then they go find Thrawn. Sabine's with them, and Ahsoka follows, riding space whales.
Space whales. Pretty much. The space whale part is really cool.
It is.
No, yeah. That's kind of crazy. It's really weird. I mean, but it's kind of like they hit a Hail Mary, like the robot said, Hayang.
Yeah.
Huyang. Like he said, it's like a 1 in a, it's a not Hail Mary, but it's like 1 in a million, 1 in a billion that they go to the right planet at the right time.
Not only like the right planet, but the right solar system, galaxy, and planet, right? And luckily, that's where they went. Yeah. But that's where the action starts.
Yes.
Once you get to that planet, it's a battle, it's a war.
And that's what we wanted to see the whole time. That brought me in the whole time. I didn't know what was going to happen. And then we get to see Thrawn. Thrawn is by far my favorite character in the whole show.
Hands down.
I love him.
Balon next, but yeah.
Cool, calm, collected, genius.
Calculated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Loved him.
And that's what makes him so sinister, is because, like, he's sending out TIE fighters, troopers to go get Ahsoka and Sabine. And every time he loses troops, he's very calm, and he's just like, that's an acceptable loss. Mm-hmm. He's already like 10 steps ahead in his head. And that's what makes it so like sinister, is like, he's so calm when you would think like, oh, we lost troops. That sucks. The Jedi are getting farther. He doesn't care. He's got a bigger picture in his head. He's got the witches on his team. He is capable of something that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
And so his whole goal is, he's banished on this planet. He just needs to get back so he can build the Empire. And
he must be like just the greatest like general.
He must be,
because for them to go that far, and for him, like, did they get banished out there or something like that? Like, how do they get way out there?
Yeah, banished, but they didn't really explain how he got there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if they're that far away and they need this ultra,
yeah,
to get there, like, how come?
That is interesting. If it took so much to get to them, how
did he get a ship there?
Yeah, and stormtroopers.
Like, why wouldn't they just kill him?
Did they just like taxi him over to this planet, take out his warp drive,
knocked him out, kept everyone there?
Here's some chloroform. Night.
Yep, pretty much. that was little questions, but I'm sure maybe they'll never be answered.
Yeah, but we get to see some zombie stormtroopers. The witches revived the stormtroopers.
I thought that was kind of dumb.
Yeah, well, it was interesting because like when we get to see those stormtroopers, all their armor is like cracked and aged, like. Mm-hmm. And the cool part is there's some moments where like the helmet's busted and you get to see full-on zombie jaw. Just something cool we haven't seen before. And something we haven't seen before is how sweet and crisp the fighting styles are in this.
Yes.
Right?
Ahsoka fighting is my favorite. Yeah. It's like a dance.
It is. Yeah.
It's so smooth. I prefer the double lightsaber over the dual lightsaber. What do you feel?
I think so. I do.
And even though like Darth Maul was super awesome with that thing,
yeah,
double is. I don't know how you could ever lose to that. Yeah, if you're good like at both, like she is. I mean, like gosh.
Mm-hmm. But Darth Maul's dual saber was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Not getting that's like 1 and 1B or 1A, whatever you want to say. But that was pretty awesome watching her fight. She's awesome.
She is good.
She's an awesome fighter. That's probably my favorite part about her is her fighting, not her talking, not her thinking. No, just her fighting.
Yeah, the dialogue, it feels like she's trying too much to be like Mando, and it doesn't work. It doesn't feel like it works. Mm-hmm. Hayden Christensen being in this, I was excited, and then it plays out, and I'm just like, He's kind of like Ben was,
just there, but not really.
A little inspirational, like wisp, little ghost floating around. Yeah,
beautiful.
Beautiful.
I thought it was weird.
And they're humanizing him quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like every time. So Ahsoka talks about him a lot. And at this point, everybody knows what path he went. Like he's already become Darth Vader. But she talks about like how encouraging he was. Yeah. And like, nobody ever like listened to Ahsoka or like thought her motives were good. And he was the one that stood by her side and stuff. And then he left her like 20 of these little visual voicemail things. They're like really playing up the human side of him.
Which I wonder when this all happened. I know it happened, but when? Like how quickly?
Right.
How mature was he to do this?
Oh, when all that? Yeah.
Because like when did he show that maturity?
Because we never saw it in the movies.
No, definitely 0% in the movies. So it had to be obviously in the Clone Wars, the cartoon.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I remember him being the Padawan and then instantly like killing everyone.
Yeah. That's what I mean, episode 2, he was already like emo, whiny, hateful. Like, so yeah, it's weird to see that side of him.
It is.
Yeah.
Because he could have been great.
He was the chosen one.
He was great.
Yeah.
But
you were the chosen one, Annie.
Didn't he lose that fight?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember that. That was like the best.
And lost
episode.
a hand.
That was like the best episode of all Star Wars. Best movie.
It was decent.
I think. When's the last time you rewatched those other Star Wars?
I should rewatch them.
Yeah, and be disappointed.
You know what? I don't mind watching 1 through 6.
Do you watch these and then do you watch them as to go to sleep?
We used to actually, yeah. Yeah.
Enough said. That's I don't know. You can have a top 5 movie and you watch to go to sleep.
We would always have it on one of the movies before going to bed. Not 7, 8, 9 though.
Side note: those little things that Ezra's with remind me of Ewoks.
I think that's they always kind of have like a cute little animal in these things now.
I don't know if they're cute.
No, these aren't. These are like crustaceans.
Yeah. But I mean, they kind of remind me of Ewoks. There's a little language.
Yeah. Because in Force Awakens, they had the porgs, the little birds.
Can't really fight.
No, they just hide in their shell.
They hide in their shell. They're like,
but they're training to be little Jedis. It's cute.
I remember Ewoks trying to fight.
Oh,
They tried.
Little panda bears, little teddy bears,
adorable things. If I got killed by that thing, I'd be all right. Right? If you're gonna die, at least you're dying to something that's snuggly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you died in a Build-A-Bear factory.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not a bad way to go. But yeah, I mean, it wraps up. And it has these moments of like the good guys are gonna win.
Mm-hmm. But Thrawn's so calculated, he knows.
He did, and the closing line he had was just perfect for him. Like he has this little monologue with her, and pretty much just like he knows that Ahsoka's master was Anakin, and he's kind of talking to her about the path Anakin took and how much he sees of Anakin in her, her fighting style, her tactics. And so he's just kind of like planting that seed of like, how close to Anakin, do you think you actually are? And
because Anakin's still alive at this point, correct?
I think so.
Yeah. He has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really got to look up that timeline, but yeah, I would think so.
I would think so too.
Yeah, so it kind of leaves her with that little tidbit, and then I think the last line was like long live the Empire, and then he just goes into hyperspace and just leaves her in the dust.
Close.
Yeah.
One thing that was weird. Yeah, he got away. How did Ezra make it back to his people?
He stole a ship and left.
I understand that. How are you going to steal a ship
without being detected and everything? Without being detected,
because I thought all Star Wars, you had to drop the force field on the back of the ship and then take off.
Right.
With needing like codes to get out, codes to get in.
And that ship's got some guns. Like they would know and they'd be able to lock onto you. Yeah.
And he just gets away undetected?
He's Ezra.
Or maybe he's not good.
Maybe all that time on that planet with Thrawn, he was able to manipulate him and stuff. And yeah.
Yep.
Maybe.
I don't know. It just seems too easy.
Yeah.
I know he killed knocked 2 of them out, but.
Right. But you can't make it look like he's on Thrawn's side.
Nope.
Yeah, no, it could be the case. I don't know. Because, I mean, he was following them all the way up the tower. Like, you could see him on his little map, how close they were getting. And then all of a sudden, when Ezra makes that jump to the ship, Thrawn's not worried about that.
Yeah.
But he knows Ahsoka and Sabine are on that tower, and he just wants to blow that up. So it's like...
Valid point.
And the whole time, those witches... Anytime a Jedi was near, they could sense it, and they would tell Thrawn.
Yep, and they could sense her right away, and they never try to sense him.
Right. So it might be.
I think we're on. I know. Actually, I'm 100%. If they don't play that card, they played it wrong.
That'd be a good plot twist for season 2.
It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because how did he survive? We never could find him.
Yeah.
If he's not even out there. Did you look for him?
And like it plays it up like he just wanted to go home, but really like now you have your in.
Yep.
You know what the rebellion's doing and stuff, and so yeah.
And is the general's husband, boyfriend, friend?
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Is that his kid?
I think so. Yes, that is his kid. How old were they when they left? That's what I want to know.
Right. Because if that's the case, Ezra left like 6 years ago. It hasn't been that long. That kid's not that old.
No.
It's like 12.
So he left. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. He could have left 11 years ago or something.
I think is Ezra evil? And I think the answer has to be yes. Or otherwise, they missed a lot.
But they play up him being on that planet for a very long time. Yeah.
Never see him again.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. I think we just brought something to light, maybe, or I mean, I'm sure people already did, but whatever. That's our point.
Yeah.
It's our opinion, no one else's.
Yeah. So if it comes true, you heard it here first on Talking Nerdy.
Yes, you did.
But I mean, honestly, the show does knock it out of the park with like aesthetics, the scenery, the shots that they took was very artistic. It was beautiful. There's a lot of wins for it. The wins for the show.
Mm-hmm.
First time we get to see Stormtrooper zombies. You get to see Anakin again, which was nice. You get to see dual sabers done correctly. The technology's finally there with
you said.
everything inside the lightsaber, so the actors can actually move.
It made me want to watch season 2.
Season 2.
Ahsoka.
Oh yeah.
It definitely hooked me after episodes 1 through whatever 4 or 5. Did not want to watch it. I was like, I could not even watch the rest of the show and I'd be okay.
Right.
But yeah, it hooked me on to see what's going to happen with Ezra, what's going to happen with Sabine. Don't care. Ahsoka and
Sabine's still not a
Thrawn.
good character.
I would love to follow Thrawn. And with Balon, what's his path now?
Man, they show him at the end, right?
I know, and that's sad.
He found whatever he was looking for. Because he's at those like huge statue. It's almost like Mount Rushmore, but on this planet.
Reminded me of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, very much so. And you get to see Shin. She meets those like natives, and she just holds up a red saber, and so she's gonna join forces with them. But yeah, Balon, whatever it is he was looking for, his real motive behind going to that planet, he ends up finding it, and it sucks that Ray Stevenson passed away in real life.
That does suck. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, because his character is going to be played up big.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a little disappointing. So, what do you think? Sabine, I can never get on her bandwagon.
No.
I'm not on her team.
No, I don't like her character. I don't like. They honestly could have left her out of this, and it would have been just as good of a show.
Then Ahsoka wouldn't have followed, though. Probably not.
Well, just make her
go away.
Search for Ezra. You know, like take take Sabine out of it and just give those motives to Ahsoka, and the show would have been just as good.
I did like Ezra though. I thought Ezra when he was on, it's pretty cool. But Sabine,
there's a couple jabs in there. You know, when he was with Huyang, whatever, the robot.
Yep.
He's like, oh, how'd you learn to make a lightsaber and whatnot? And you know, Sabine says who his master was, and the robot's like, oh, you were a good student. You know, if you were able to pick all this up. And then Ezra has that moment where he's just like, hey, did Ahsoka teach you this? And she's gone. Ahsoka didn't teach me anything.
Nope, nothing.
I was a bad student.
Because I just took the star map and ran away.
Yeah. It was a good show. It was a good ending. And the Easter egg, there's a Captain Enoch. It was pretty freaking cool. So there's a stormtrooper with a gold mask on, and he stands out from the crowd. And it's so awesome. Wes Chatham is the actor who's playing that guy.
Yes.
And if you haven't seen The Expanse, you're missing out because he is Wes on that show.
He's awesome in that show. I am that guy.
Yeah. Ah, he's so good.
Wait,
that's not his name on the show.
No, that's his name. Wes.
That's his actual name.
Yeah, that's his actual name.
What's his name on the show?
Can't remember anymore. It's been too long. It's been like a year.
Amos. Close. It starts with the A.
What's his second last name?
Burton. Amos Burton.
C. Oh, C. C. I've missed A and B. Got it.
You were thinking in sequence, right?
Yeah, I was. Amos Burton.
Oh man.
God.
Stole the show for that whole show, The Expanse. I mean, you follow James Holden, but really Amos is the character you end up loving. Ahsoka ended good. I'm glad it went the direction it did. Morgan Elsbeth is dead.
Yeah,
possibly.
Probably can rise from the dead. Probably.
I mean, Thrawn rose those witches from sleep
why not?
Or whatever.
Why not?
Yeah, she could come back. But yeah, no, good show, good ending. Hooked us.
Better ending in the show, yeah. It got better as it went on.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. Just episode 1, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's kind of like Star Wars, you know. You watch the first one, and you skip to 6, 7, 8.
No,
I wouldn't do that either.
You wouldn't skip 2 and 3.
I would not skip 2 and 3.
That whole thing just ends right at episode 6. 7, 8, 9 suck. All right. Well, thanks for talking nerdy with us. We will see you guys in the next episode.
Sayonara.